2025 Oscar nomination predictions for the month of October. And for the record, Joker Folie à Deux is nowhere to be found on these predictions whatsoever. Horrible movie and completely bombed at the box office. So yeah, let's get this started, shall we? Best Picture. Number 1, The Brutalist. Number 2, Anora. It's between these two films. Lord knows if I'm gonna go back and forth between how often I'm gonna go back and forth between these two for the number 1 and number 2 positions in both Best Picture and Best Director, because I don't think there's gonna be a split. I think that one of these two films is going to win both Picture and Director. Number 3, Conclave. Number 4, Amelia Perez. Number 5, Dune Part 2. Number 6, Sing Sing, which some people don't think is going to get a Best Picture nomination, but plenty of reports about cast members coming out and people giving this movie a rapturous applause say otherwise. I think Sing Sing could be this year's King Richard, where it doesn't get director, but it gets editing and 2 acting nominations and song and screenplay, and it wins one of the acting awards. And yeah, there you go. Number 7, Nickel Boys. Number 8, Blitz. Number 9, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, which could be this year's Drive My Car, which could and Seed of the Sacred Fig could win Best Picture prizes at critics groups, and a lot of people might not expect those Best Picture wins to happen. So I think this could be the most awarded international title among the critics groups, and then there'll be Amelia Perez, and then after that there'll be I'm Still Here and All We Imagine Is Light. Some people think All We Imagine Is Light is going to win more critics prizes than Seed of the Sacred Fig. I don't agree with that. Number 10, Gladiator 2. There's a nice package of Denzel and Tex, where you combine those together, plus maybe pretty successful box office numbers and good reviews. You get a nice Best Picture package. It doesn't need director, it doesn't need screenplay, just Denzel, Tex, good reviews, good box office. Number 11, A Real Pain, which I think will be like Borat's subsequent movie film and Bridesmaids. Screenplay, supporting acting award. That's it. And it's a comedy, just like those movies. Well, I guess in this case it's a dramedy. Number 12, The Substance. I watched this film. I did not like this film. Go check out my Letterboxd review for this film. For those of you who love The Substance, you're probably not going to like what I have to say on Letterboxd. But I do think that this movie is on a journey to win the makeup prize. And I think now that it's being pushed for Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy at the Golden Globes, which I think it'll make, that'll only help with its cause. Number 13, The Wild Robot. Number 14, Wicked. Number 15, A Complete Unknown. Number 16, I'm Still Here. Number 17, Baby Girl. Number 18, The Room Next Door. Number 19, Saturday Night. Number 20, September 5th. Saturday Night did not do well at all at the box office. And I have a feeling that this movie might get goose-egged. I have a feeling that that movie might get goose-egged. And September 5th, that does not feel like an Argo or a Spotlight. The Spotlight, like some people say it is. It honestly feels like a She Said, or like Dark Waters, where there's important subject matter that is told in that movie, but goose egg at the end of the day. Best Director. Number 1, Brady Corbett, The Brutalist. Number 2, Sean Baker, Honora. Number 3, Jacques Audiard, Amelia Perez. Number 4, Ramel Ross, Nickel Boys. For the record, I saw the Brutalist trailer. Oh my goodness. I am very excited to see that movie. I'm very, very excited to see that movie. That score, that plays is awesome. A lot of people have raved about it. I'm raving about it right now. It's great. And number 5, Mohamed Rasalouf, The Seed of the Sacred Fig. Number 6, Denis Villeneuve, Dune Part 2. Literally a repeat of the first Dune film, where we expect Denis to get in and he just misses. For whatever reason, Denis doesn't feel safe. But you know what? I believe in Mohamed Rasalouf. That's why I think he's going to get nominated. That narrative for him could catch on. And that's my thing. Like, as long as like, with that narrative, that could help him in the critics groups. And they might want to reward him in director and the movie and picture. So, we shall see. Number 7, Steve McQueen, Blitz. Number 8, Edward Berger, Conclave. Not impossible, but I don't see it. Number 9, Ridley Scott, Gladiator 2. Number 10, Greg Quaidar, Sing Sing. Can you believe I used to think Greg Quaidar was going to win the Oscar for Best Director? Oh my goodness. Best Actress. Number 1, Carla Sofia Gascon, Amelia Perez. Number 2, Saoirse Ronan, The Outrun. Number 3, Mikey Madison, Nora. Number 4, Angelina Jolie, Maria. And number 5, Nicole Kidman, Baby Girl. Now that I don't have Nora at number 1 for Best Picture, I have Carla winning the Globe for Comedy Musical Picture. Or Comedy Musical Actress, I should say. And I still have Nora winning Comedy Musical Picture at the Globes, but Carla winning Actress. And then Mikey, I don't have her winning Critics' Choice. I have Carla winning Critics' Choice. And I have Saoirse Ronan winning Best Drama Actress at the Globes. So I think Carla could sweep. And after that happens, the only other person in this category that would have a major awards win would be Saoirse Ronan, according to my predictions. Angelina Jolie could get snubbed, but I'm not predicting that right now. I think she's a solid contender. Then you have Nicole Kidman, Baby Girl, who won Best Actress at the Venice Film Festival. That helps. Penelope Cruz and Parallel Mothers also won Best Actress at the Venice Film Festival. And, so did Vanessa Kirby in Pieces of a Woman. So, there's that. Number 6, Tilda Swinton, The Room Next Door. I think she's not impossible. Even though I left her out right now, because I'm not going to predict more than one Sony Pictures Classics lady. We already have a Sony Pictures Classics lady in the form of Saoirse Ronan. So that's why I kept Tilda Swinton out. Because I think Saoirse Ronan is the most likely of the Sony Pictures Classics ladies to get nominated. Number 7, Demi Moore, The Substance. Number 8, Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here, another Sony Pictures Classics gal. Number 9, Marion Jean-Baptiste, Hard Truths. And number 10, Zendaya, Challengers. There are actually 4 Sony Pictures Classics ladies in contention. Saoirse Ronan, Tilda Swinton, Julianne Moore, the Room Next Door, and Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here. I don't think Julianne Moore has a shot. That's why you don't see her here. So the other 3, of the other 3, I think Saoirse is the most likely. So yeah, Marion Jean-Baptiste, I'd be more confident in her nomination if this wasn't Bleecker Street. Even though I understand that Viggo Mortensen got nominated for Captain Fantastic and Bryan Cranston got nominated for Trumbo. Correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed like those campaigns were mainly focused on those lead actors only, which you would think I think some people think that's the case for Marion Jean-Baptiste, but I've been hearing, I feel like they're also trying to campaign the screenplay as well, and it feels like Ferrari all over again, where they're campaigning the sound and Penelope Cruz, and it's just like you gotta focus your energy on one of those, otherwise they're both gonna get shut out. Which that's what happened with Ferrari. Like you can't do actress and screenplay. You just gotta choose one or the other. And if they were just all in on Marion Jean Baptiste, they weren't even focused on Mike Lee and screenplay. Like I would, I might even put it in my five, maybe. But I don't think it's gonna happen. So yeah, best actor number one, Adrian Brody, The Brutalist. He looked amazing in that trailer. Number two, Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing. Number three, Ray Fiennes, Conclave. People are trying to make the overdue narrative for Ray Fiennes happen, but I'm not buying it. Number four, Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown. And number five, Daniel Craig, Queer. And the reason why Daniel Craig is number five for Queer is because look at all the other contenders here. we're scraping the bucket, folks. Sure, Paul Mescal can make it for Gladiator 2. In fact, I have him predicted at both the Globe and the BAFTA. So I think he can. I think he could make it, but they would probably prioritize Craig because he's the bigger name between the two. Between him and Mescal, he's the bigger name. And then Sebastian Stan, I have him winning the Golden Globe for comedy musical actor. So that's why I have him at number seven. Number eight, John David Washington, The Piano Lesson. He could get a SAG nomination, and that would be like SAG only and nowhere else. And then 9 and 10, Gabriel LaBelle and Jesse Eisenberg. I almost said Jesse Plemons. No, Jesse Plemons is not happening for Kinds of Kindness. He might happen at the Globe, but not here. Gabriel LaBelle, Jesse Eisenberg, both going to be Globe nominated, but I think that's it. They're not going to get in anywhere else. Best Supporting Actress. Number one, Zoe Saldana, Amelia Perez. Number two, Felicity Jones, The Brutalist. It's not impossible for Felicity Jones to win, but for whatever reason, nobody seems to be like, "Oh, Felicity Jones is gonna win the Oscar," when they're coming out of The Brutalist and whatnot. The hype coming out of The Brutalist isn't registering as Felicity Jones is gonna win the Oscar. Even if some people are predicting Felicity Jones to win the Oscar, like the hype coming out of the movie from people who've seen it isn't like, "Oh, Felicity Jones is winning the Oscar." Number three, Selena Gomez, Amelia Perez. Number four, Saoirse Ronan, Blitz. Number five, Isabella Rossellini, Conclave, because apparently she has a scene in the movie that will probably be enough to get her nominated. And after what they did with Judd Hirsch and the Fablemans, sure, I have no reason to doubt this. Number six, Danielle Deadwyler, The Piano Lesson. I'm not gonna get my hopes up for Danielle Deadwyler. Okay, we've been through this before. Just I'm gonna spare myself of heartbreak. All right. Number seven, Aunjanue Ellis Taylor, Nickel Boys. Not impossible for the Oscar nom, but I'm keeping her out for now. Number eight, Connie Nielsen, Gladiator 2. In case they want to nominate, in case the Oscars want to go for more than just Denzel in terms of acting nominations, they could nominate Paul Mescal. They could nominate Paul Mescal, and then they could nominate Connie Nielsen. Number nine, Natasha Lyonne, His Three Daughters. Not happening, but I have her here. Number 10, Leonie Benesch, September 5th, who apparently was in the teacher's lounge, from what I heard. Best Supporting Actor. Number one, Clarence Macklin, Sing Sing. This is the acting category I was talking about that Sing Sing could win. because ain't nobody beating Adrian Brody. uh, Macklin could be the representative win for this movie, which is why I think Sing Sing is this year's King Richard. Number 2, Guy Pearce, The Brutalist. Number 3, Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain. I think if it's not Clarence Macklin, it's got to be Guy Pearce. I don't see Kieran winning, but he's definitely a solid nominee. Number 4, Denzel Washington, Gladiator 2. He's getting hype. Some people think he's going to win. I don't. I don't think so. Sight unseen, I haven't seen Gladiator 2 yet, but I don't think so. Nothing from the trailer suggests that he's putting on a winning performance. But obviously, I need to watch the movie in order to get a better sense of that, as opposed to just seeing the trailer. But even without that, again, sight unseen, I don't think he's happening. Number 5, Edward Norton, A Complete Unknown. Number 6, Stanley Tucci, Conclave. I don't think he's going to happen. Tucci might. I don't know if Tucci is going to stand out, really. Number 7, Mark Edelstein, Honora. Number 8, Yuri Borisov, Honora. I was hearing some things about him, so I put him on. Number 9, Peter Sarsgaard, September 5th. Number 10, John Magaro, September 5th, or September 5th. Apparently, John Magaro is like the quote-unquote lead of the movie, but they campaigned all of them in supporting, so here we are. Best Original Screenplay. Number 1, Honora. I still think it'll win Screenplay over The Brutalist, even if I think The Brutalist is winning Best Picture. Number 2, The Brutalist. Number 3, The Seed of the Sacred Fig. Number 4, Blitz. Number 5, A Real Pain. Number 6, Saturday Night. Again, it could get goose-egged. And Blitz could just make it into Original Screenplay. Number 7, Baby Girl. Number 8, September 5. Number 9, History Dollars. Number 10, All We Imagine Is Light. I don't see this as being the critics' leader in terms of international features, because I see The Seed of the Sacred Fig being that international, being the critics' leader in terms of international features. Best Adapted Screenplay. Number 1, Conclave. Number 2, Sing Sing. Number 3, Doom Part 2. Number 4, Amelia Perez. Number 5, Nickel Boys. Number 6, I'm Still Here. Number 7, The Wild Robot. Number 8, A Complete Unknown. Number 9, The Room Next Door. And number 10, The Piano Lesson. Best Animated Feature Film. Number 1, The Wild Robot. Number 2, Inside Out 2. Number 3, Flow. Number 4, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Number 5, Memoir of a Snail. So we got Netflix for Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. And because of that, I think it kind of has to happen. And also, it's stop motion. They like, the animation branch likes that. And then Memoir of a Snail is also stop motion. IFC, though, giving me pause. But the reviews are solid enough. And the word of mouth is strong enough that I think it's going to happen. Number 6, Moana 2. Number 7, The Glass Worker, which could get a Globe nomination. In the vein of Suzume, My Sunny Maud, and there was Inuo. Yeah, Inuo. Those seemingly obscure animated films from another country that just make it in. Like, I think The Glass Worker is that. Number 8, Transformers 1. Number 9, Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. Number 10, Piece by Piece. If I'm not mistaken, The Glass Worker is the Pakistan submission for international feature. Best Documentary Feature. Number 1, No Other Land. I think this is going to win. Number 2, The Remarkable Life of... Apparently people pronounce it Evelyn. I've been saying Ibelin this whole time. I hope Ibelin isn't an insulting pronunciation, because I like that pronunciation better than Ebelin. Number 3, Sugarcane. Number 4, Union. Number 5, Porcelain War. Number 6, Daughters. Number 7, Black Box Diaries. Number 8, Skywalker's A Love Story. Number 9, A New Kind of Wilderness. Number 10, Will and Harper. which will be the big snub of this year. Best International Feature. Number one, Emilia Perez. Number two, The Seed of the Sacred Fig. This could be closer than we think. Like, I'm predicting Seed to get a picture nomination. There's a chance that Seed could leapfrog Emilia Perez if it gets nominated for Best Picture. I heard a take that said that Seed could win without a Best Picture nomination. I don't believe that because Emilia Perez is just too strong of a film for that. It would have to get caught into some major controversy after Oscar nominations come out, and like if Seed doesn't make it, but Emilia Perez does, but then Seed doesn't make Best Picture, but Emilia Perez makes Best Picture, but then Emilia Perez gets caught into major controversy, and they want to give it to Seed of the Sacred Fig instead. That's the only scenario where I could see Seed winning without a Best Picture nomination. But other than that, yeah, nah. It's gonna have to have a Best Picture nomination. Number three, I'm Still Here, Brazil. Uh, some people think that that could also get a Best Picture nomination. I have it in my top 20 for Best Picture, but I don't think it's. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Walter Salles is gonna get director. Number four, Vermiglio, Italy. It helps if a movie gets second place at the Venice Film Festival. That seems to bode well for a lot of movies at the Oscar race, one way or another. So I just put this in there because I think it might happen. It could be this year's EO, where it does better than it has any right to be doing it at the critics groups in terms of nominations and wins. But really, I just have this here because I think it's just a strong contender all around for an international feature nomination, and getting second place at the Venice Film Festival helps. Number five, holding out on Reina's. Probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it. Number six, Universal Language Canada. Maybe this should be number five, but I'm gonna keep Reina's for now. Number seven, Flow, Latvia. Yeah, the animated film. It is an international film from and the country of submission is Latvia. Number eight, Kneecap, Ireland. Again, I don't want to predict multiple Sony Pictures Classics things because I'm Still Here is Sony Pictures Classics. So just like an actress, I'm only predicting one Sony Pictures Classics movie, one Sony Pictures Classics contender. This is another Sony Pictures Classics contender, but I'm keeping it out. There's also a chance that it might have a little too much English from what I heard, from what I saw from the trailer. So that could pose a bit of an issue, as per the rules of this category. Number nine, 3 kilometers to the End of the World, Romania, and number 10, Cloud, Japan. Best film editing. We got Doom Part 2, The Brutalists, Anora, Emilia Perez, Sing Sing. And then we got Nickel Boys, Blitz, Conclave, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Gladiator 2. It's not impossible for Conclave to get editing, though. Whereas Sing Sing, yeah. Again, King Richard comparison. Best sound. Doom Part 2 cemented the sound win within the first few seconds of that film, just like the first film. Blitz, Emilia Perez, Gladiator 2, Furiosa, holding out for that because I think it'll get more than just visual effects. The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Wicked, Civil War. You know, it's probably wiser to predict The Brutalist instead of Furiosa, but I'm just going to keep this for now. Visual effects. Doom Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Mufasa, The Lion King, Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, Gladiator 2. And you got Deadpool, Wolverine, Beetlejuice, Twisters, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Godzilla, Kong: The New Empire. Some people think Blitz is a contender. We've been through this, folks. We've been through this with Mank, with Shape of Water, with Dunkirk, and most recently with Poor Things. No, no Blitz. Don't do it. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. Best cinematography: Dune Part 2, The Brutalist, The Conclave. I said The Conclave. The Conclave, The Nickel Boys. I'm not going to say the Amelia Perez. Amelia Perez. Maria, Honora, Blitz, Gladiator 2, A Complete Unknown. Fade on Papa Michael. Maria, Edward Lockman. Nickel Boys, Jomo Frey. I'm just listing out the name of cinematographers. Okay, Amelia Perez could get into this category even from the images that I saw from that movie and from the trailer. I only see the trailer. I haven't seen the movie yet. This feels like something that could get in cinematography, even if it feels like in some ways it doesn't quite deserve it. So I have it in. A good number of people are putting The Brutalist at number one. Don't agree with that because there's some black and white stuff going on in Doom Part 2 that's really cool, and so the transition from color to black and white and then back to color, that's come on, that's cinematography right there. Best production design: Doom Part 2, Beetlejuice, Wicked, Gladiator 2, Blitz, The Brutalist, Amelia Perez, Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, Conclave, Saturday Night. Man, this category is kind of stacked. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to fit in The Brutalist somewhere, but I was just like, what do I take out? What am I gonna take out? Wicked? Am I gonna take out Nathan Crowley? No, I don't know what to take out here. Best costume design: Doom Part 2, Beetlejuice, Wicked, Gladiator 2, and Blitz. The exact same as production design. Except The Brutalist is not number 6. Furiosa is number 6. Maria, Saturday Night, Conclave, Amelia Perez. Makeup and hairstyling. The Substance. This movie's whole journey is to win this award. It is, winning screenplay at Cannes, winning the Midnight Madness Award at TIFF, and me getting all three of those movies correct on my predictions and in the correct order for which they will be ranked. Yeah. And then the good reviews, the positive word of mouth, the decent box office, decent box office for the kind of movie that it is, good box office for the kind of movie that it is. Yeah, decent box office. And yeah, good word of mouth and everything like that. It would kind of be a waste if this movie didn't win makeup. Like, it would be a waste. Like, a waste of a journey. Like, this movie clearly has a journey, a story, a narrative, an in-season narrative. So, yeah, I'm predicting it to win. I might not have liked the movie, and to be honest with you, on a personal note, I'm not sure if I would personally nominate The Substance in my personal top 5 for best makeup and hairstyling, but I will predict this to win the Oscar for sure. It's definitely winning the Critics' Choice. That's for sure. Number 2, Doom Part 2. Number 3, Beetlejuice. Number 4, A Different Man. Number 5, Sasquatch Sunset. See, Sasquatch Sunset is just focusing. That campaign is just focused on the makeup, whereas Hard Truths, they're focusing on both Marion Jean Baptiste and the screenplay. That's not gonna fly. Watch Sasquatch Sunset make it in for makeup, and watch Hard Truths get goose egged. Number 6, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Number 7, Wicked. Number 8, Gladiator 2. Number 9, A Complete Unknown. Number 10, Saturday Night. Best Original Score. Number 1, The Brutalist. because Doom Part 2 has been rendered ineligible for score. Hans Zimmer used a little too much of his score from the first film, unfortunately. But that's fine. I mean, hearing the score from the trailer, wow. I might have I might have put this at number one just over Doom Part 2 just based off of that. Wow. Number two, Amelia Perez. Number three, The Room Next Door, Alberto Iglesias. Number four, Conclave, Volker Bertelmann, Hauscha. Number five, Blitz. That's the other Hans Zimmer score. So I think I'm going to predict that to get nominated. Number six, Nickel Boys. Could get in instead of Blitz. Number seven, Sing Sing. Number eight, Saturday Night, John Batiste. Apparently the band, the score, the John Batiste and the score, the band is highlighted in the movie. We get to see them apparently, from what I've heard. So that's cool. Number nine, The Wild Robot, and number 10, Gladiator 2. Best original song. This time, folks, we have song titles. Number one, El Mal from Amelia Perez. Number two, Like a Bird from Sing Sing. Number three, The Journey from the 6888, which is the Diane Warren song. Number four, We're Back from Moana 2. And number five, I Always Wanted a Brother from Mufasa the Lion King. That's a Lin-Manuel Miranda song. And so now that we have those five, Lin-Manuel Miranda tends to make this category. He tends to make the nomination in this category. So yeah, I have no reason to doubt this just yet. Number six, Kiss the Sky, The Wild Robot. Could get in over Mufasa or Moana 2. We'll see. Number seven, Not My Fault, Mean Girls. I think this is going to get the Golden Globe nomination because the Golden Globes is going to want to bring Renee Rapp to their ceremony. I think, Nicki Minaj also is featured in this track, so they're probably going to want to get her too. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to show up on the Oscar shortlist, to be honest. But yeah, I just wanted to put it here at number seven because I wanted to have some fun, and I think it's going to get the Globe nom. Number eight, Piece by Piece from the movie Piece by Piece. This movie, oh god, like there's like, yeah, this just bombed at the box office. It did not do well. Number nine, Winter's Coat, Blitz. Number 10, Harper and Will Go West. Will and Harper. Best animated short film. Let's burn through these. Bog Diner, Lake Baikal, Drago, The Bleacher, Larry, Mizu 5, Mara Amaro, Marta Skybook, Donna, Beatriz Nisimba Vida, In the Shadow of the Cypress. It's the same. They haven't changed. We have not changed any predictions here, folks. Documentary short film, Bob's Funeral, Salome Love, Merman, The Smallest Power, To Be Invisible, Winding Path, Object 817, A Lock, 14 Paintings, Ekba, and then live action short film, Bye Bye Bowser, SX Girls, The Masterpiece, The Stag, Border Hopper, The Looming, The Lost Season, The Rainbow Bridge, Phoebe, and Terra Mater. And that's it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like. That would be greatly appreciated. We're just going through award season here. Just moving along gradually. We've just finished AFI, the AFI Film Festival, and we're in the thick of the Savannah Film Festival, where a lot of big big award season titles play every year. So, yeah, we're really in the thick of it, folks. The penultimate Uh, this is the penultimate Oscar nomination predictions prior to the Golden Globes. The final Oscar nomination predictions prior to the Golden Globes would be my November predictions. That would happen at the end of the month, and the Golden Globes, the Golden Globe nominations will be announced, I think, December 9th. And so I'm going to have Golden Globe predictions readily available several days before. By then, the November predictions would already be out. So, yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, shalom.